What did workers find when they opened Bruce Lee's tomb? What if everything we thought we knew about Bruce Lee's final resting place was wrong? For 52 years, fans from around the world have made pilgrimages to honor the martial arts legend, paying their respects at his Seattle grave. But when workers recently opened the tomb for maintenance, what they discovered sent shockwaves across the world. The peaceful resting place of Bruce Lee was disturbed in a way no one could have ever expected, leading to headlines and renewed mysteries surrounding his legacy. Bruce Lee's path to greatness bare the global fame. Before the groundbreaking martial arts films, Bruce Lee was just a boy born in San Francisco's Chinatown, while his father's Chinese opera company was on tour. Named Li Junfan, meaning return again. His name proved prophetic. He was destined to return again and again, breaking barriers and redefining what was possible in both martial arts and Hollywood. Growing up in Hong Kong, Bruce's childhood was shaped by the streets and the discipline of martial arts. Though his father was a famous opera star, giving Bruce a privileged upbringing, he was no stranger to street fights. This led him to train under the legendary Wing Chun master Ip Man, who not only taught Bruce the art of combat, but instilled in him the philosophy that would shape his approach to martial arts and life itself. At 18, Bruce returned to the United States determined to pursue higher education and refine his martial arts skills. Settling in Seattle, he enrolled at the University of Washington, while teaching martial arts to support himself. Unlike traditional martial arts schools, which were often exclusive to certain ethnic groups, Bruce welcomed students from all backgrounds. His first school in Seattle's Chinatown became a melting pot of students eager to learn his unique fighting style. Among them was Jesse Glover, his first American student, and Linda Emery, who would later become his wife. Bruce's reputation as a martial arts instructor quickly spread, but it was a karate tournament in Long Beach that changed everything. Hollywood producers took notice of his speed, precision, and charisma. Soon he was cast as Kato in The Green Hornet, marking his entry into the American entertainment industry. However, Bruce wasn't content being a sidekick. He wanted to tell his own stories and showcase martial arts authentically, facing racism and resistance in Hollywood. He returned to Hong Kong, where he became a superstar almost overnight. His films, The Big Boss and Fist of Fury, shattered box office records across Asia, proving that martial arts cinema had the power to captivate global audiences. His philosophy of using no way as way and having no limitation as limitation resonated deeply with fans. Just as his star was reaching its brightest, tragedy struck. The mysterious death of Bruce Lee on July 20, 1973. The world lost Bruce Lee in one of the most shocking and mysterious deaths in Hollywood history. He was only 32 years old at the peak of his career, and on the verge of releasing his most famous film, Enter the Dragon. His passing left fans devastated and searching for answers. Earlier that day, Bruce had been at the apartment of actress Betty Ting Pei discussing a script. He complained of a headache and was given a painkiller. Hours later, he was found unresponsive. Rushed to the hospital, he was pronounced dead on arrival. The official cause of death was cerebral edema, fluid buildup in the brain. But the circumstances surrounding his death led to endless speculation. Was it an allergic reaction to the painkiller? A result of overtraining? Or something more sinister? Conspiracy theories ran wild. Some claimed foul play. Others believed it was linked to a family curse. The sudden loss of such a young and influential figure only deepened the sense of tragedy. Bruce had become more than just an action star. He was a symbol of breaking racial and cultural barriers. His untimely passing left a void in both martial arts and cinema, with fans mourning not just his death, but the unfulfilled potential of what he could have achieved. The final resting place scene. The wake of Bruce's death, his wife Linda faced the difficult decision of where to lay him to rest. Many assumed Hong Kong, the place where he had achieved his greatest success, would be his final resting place. However, Linda chose Seattle, the city where they had built a life together, and where Bruce had founded his martial arts school. This decision was met with controversy, as many in Hong Kong believed Bruce should have been buried in the land where he had become a legend. But for Linda, Seattle represented Bruce's philosophical and personal journey, his quest for knowledge, self-improvement, and breaking down barriers. His grave at Lakeview Cemetery quickly became a sacred site for fans worldwide. Visitors left flowers, letters, and tributes, inspired by the man who had taught them to be like water and live without limitations. Bruce's legacy continued to grow, and his impact remained as powerful in death as it had been in life. Bruce Lee's social revolution beyond his martial arts skills and movie stardom. Bruce Lee was a quiet revolutionary. In an era marked by racial segregation and social upheaval, he defied the norms both in martial arts and Hollywood. His martial arts schools were among the first to welcome students of all races, breaking centuries-old traditions that kept certain styles exclusive. He rejected rigid doctrines, blending different techniques to create his own fighting philosophy, Jeet Kune Do. This approach wasn't just about combat, it symbolized his belief in adaptability, self-expression, and breaking boundaries. Hollywood, however, wasn't ready for an Asian leading man. Bruce constantly fought against stereotypes, refusing to accept demeaning roles that portrayed Asian characters as weak or submissive. Even when struggling financially, he turned down roles that did not align with his values. His role as Kato in The Green Hornet was groundbreaking, but he knew he was meant for more. His influence extended beyond the screen. He mentored and trained martial artists from all backgrounds, including African-American fighters, at a time when racial tensions were high. His friendship with basketball legend Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, whom he trained and later co-starred with in Game of Death, was another testament to his commitment to crossing cultural boundaries. Bruce saw martial arts as a universal language that could unite people across racial and social divides. The physical and philosophical impact. Bruce Lee was more than just a martial artist. He was a pioneer in fitness, philosophy, and human potential. Decades ahead of his time, he rejected traditional training methods, emphasizing cross-training, weightlifting, and cardiovascular fitness. His personal library contained hundreds of books on philosophy, anatomy, psychology, and self-improvement. His famous words, "Absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own," became a guiding principle not just for martial artists, but for anyone seeking personal growth. His philosophy of being adaptable, fluid, and authentic applied to all aspects of life. Bruce's approach to training, combining different disciplines and focusing on functional strength, predated the modern mixed martial arts movement by decades. Today, many of his training techniques are considered standard in professional fighting and general fitness. His mindset of constant self-improvement continues to inspire athletes, artists, and thinkers around the world. The disturbance at Bruce Lee's tomb for decades. Bruce Lee's grave stood as a symbol of his legacy. But when workers recently opened the tomb for maintenance, what they found shattered the long-held peace surrounding his resting place. It's the discovery so unexpected, so shocking, sent ripples across the martial arts community and beyond. What was uncovered inside Bruce Lee's tomb? Was it a sign that something had been hidden all these years? Or was it a revelation that would change our understanding of his final days? The answers remain locked away, waiting for the world to uncover the truth behind one of the greatest legends of all time.